Erik Erikson's Psychosocial Stages of Development. Stage 1. Trust versus mistrust. This stage occurs between birth and 1 year of age and is the most important stage of life. Because an infant is completely dependent, the development of trust is based on the dependability and quality of the child's parents or caregivers. In this clip, we see the parents giving affection and attention to their baby. Because of this, the infant will develop a sense of trust in the upcoming stages of life. However, in this clip, the parents are showing no affection or attention towards their baby. This then leads to trust issues between the infant and others later on in life, as she was not shown any attention or affection by her parents at an early stage. Stage 2. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. This stage takes place between 1 and 2 years. The child's independence is asserted when they begin to walk. Encouragement and support given by their parents or caregivers helps children to believe in themselves and their abilities, giving them the confidence to undertake everyday tasks. If the child's abilities are belittled or ridiculed, they will develop self-doubt and shame. Toilet training is seen as a key event that can influence the outcome of this stage. In this clip, we can see the infant is able to go to the toilet on her own, while her parents praise and support her. This creates a sense of confidence within the infant to undertake other tasks more confidently and independently. However, here we see the infant fails to put on her shoes correctly. As the parents enter, an immediate reaction of disgust is evident as they frown upon their child's simple mistake. She is then criticised and belittled by her parents. This will then result in a lack of confidence and independence in the future. Stage 3. Initiative versus guilt. This stage occurs between 3 to 5 years of age. Children exhibit increasing curiosity and interest as they become older. They initiate play and question more. If this initiative is discouraged or they are held back, they will not develop self-initiative and instead will hold back in later life. In this scene, 2 children are showing initiative by playing with toys and interacting with each other on their own. This development of self-initiative at this stage will benefit them in later life as they will be less likely to hold back. However, here we see one child playing while the other child clearly does not want to play or interact. Failing to show initiative during this stage will result in the child holding back and lacking in self-initiative in later life. Stage 4. Industry versus inferiority. This stage takes place between 6 to 12 years. During this time, the child begins to attend school and they interact more with their peers. If children are praised for their efforts, they develop a sense of determination and feel good about what they have achieved. Therefore, this leads to future fulfillment of goals. However, a sense of inferiority will develop if the child repeatedly fails or receives no praise. In this clip, the child is praised and supported while doing her homework, leading to a sense of pride and fulfillment and determination to succeed and fulfill future goals. However, when the child fails to do the sum correctly, her parents show no support or praise, only disappointment is shown towards their child. Stage 5. Identity versus role confusion. This stage occurs between 12 to 20 years of age. Children start to develop a sense of self and explore their independence during adolescence. Completing this stage successfully leads to developing feelings of identity. Failing to complete this stage will lead to role confusion. Here we see a teenager developing her own sense of style and creating her own identity by dressing and doing her hair a certain way. However, in this clip, her parents are telling her what to wear and how to look. We see that she is not happy with this, and this will then lead to role confusion. Stage 6. Intimacy versus Isolation. This stage takes place between 20 to 40 years. This stage covers the period of early adulthood when people are exploring personal relationships. Successful completion of this stage leads to a sense of security and intimacy. Avoidance of intimacy or an inability to establish a secure relationship leads to the feeling of isolation. In this scene, we see a couple in an intimate relationship, happy to be in each other's company. However, here we see a couple showing no intimacy within their relationship, which in turn will lead to feeling isolated. Stage 7. Generativity versus Stagnation. This stage takes place between 40 to 65 years. During adulthood, we continue to build our lives, focusing on our career and family. Successful completion of this stage means that they will feel that they are contributing to the world by being active in their community. However, those who do not complete this stage successfully become uninvolved and unproductive in the world and within their community. Here we see a man giving back to the community by giving money to the homeless, leading to the feeling of satisfaction and activeness within his community. Here the man ignores and abuses the homeless woman, leading to uninvolvement within the community and the feeling of being unproductive. Stage 8. Integrity versus Despair. This stage occurs from 65 years onwards. It focuses on reflecting back on life. If this stage is unsuccessful, a feeling of regret will develop and they will feel that their lives have been wasted. The individual will be left with feelings of bitterness and despair. Successfully completing this stage results in a general feeling of satisfaction as there will be few regrets. Here we see an elderly woman looking back on her life. She is happy about the time spent with her husband. She reflects on how she met him. Their first date together. And the moment they got engaged. Here she revisits the sad moments of her marriage to her deceitful husband. She regrets some of her decisions in the past. She resents the disrespect, the neglectance he inflicted on her, and the deceit and betrayal he committed.